for Al, who's off for a couple days. What's up, Hytel?
Good morning, guys. It is certainly much, much colder out there across the Northeast. In fact, we have frost advisories, freeze watches, freeze warnings. For us, it just makes us feel cold, but for plants, this could be the end of the season for you folks dealing with some of those really cold temperatures. 39 in Buffalo, Saranac Lake, 30 degrees. We hit 29 earlier this morning. Albany at 40, Bridgeport, Connecticut, 44. Where's the warm air? It's sitting right in the middle of this country. This ridge in the jet stream has been bringing in those temperatures that are near record highs. We could, in isolated cities, break some records today. Omaha, 82. Oklahoma City, 83 degrees. Pine Bluff, 87. You go out west, though, Jackson is only 46 degrees. Vegas, 72. That's 10 degrees below average. Tomorrow, the heat continues through St. Louis, through Memphis. Detroit, 66 degrees. Looks pretty good. And then going into the weekend for the Northeast, this could be the last really warm weekend. And by warm, I mean 69 degrees on Sunday. That looks pretty good. Monday, we drop back down to about 66. Richmond in the 70s. Pittsburgh in the 70s before we drop to 60 on Monday. That's a look at the weather across the country. We'll get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds. I did already buy
2027
of cranberry sauce.
6 cans.
Like the good jellied cranberry sauce,
Wow.
right? Just in case they sell out. We've got some quiet weather across the country except for this one spot. This storm system that's moving out of the Rockies into areas like North and South Dakota. We are seeing the clouds there. Casper, Wyoming, seeing some clouds and some showers. The higher elevations getting in on some snow there too. This is going to continue to move eastward, and you can see this line out ahead of this cold front. As this moves to the east by the time we get to Friday, we are going to see this start to trigger some storms through parts of the Midwest. So just something to keep an eye out for. And we do have the chance, especially on Saturday, seeing these continue to move out of Iowa through Illinois, through Missouri, where we could see some of those stronger storms. Hail and wind would be our biggest threats here, especially in this area in orange that does even stretch down into Arkansas, into parts of northern Louisiana. Wind gusts up to about 60 miles per hour, a possibility, and a few tornadoes. Possible, not likely, but possible. Today, though, it is that heavy rain across eastern Montana, up across North Dakota. Sunny and warm down south, cool in the Northeast. Temperatures dropping down into the 50s. With that cool breeze, it'll make it feel even chillier. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
That's your latest
I'm
forecast.
actually surprised you buy cranberry sauce. You strike me as the type that would make...
Just a good can of Ocean Spray cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like just the good stuff. It flops on a plate.
And then
Oh,
you
it's my
sliced
least
it.
favorite.
And then you slice it with a butter knife. It's so great.
Oh man, you're talking like that's appetizing. But, you know, the tone of your voice is like, oh, it's so good.
You
But
say it the right way. Everybody wants some.
All right.
You're a ham guy, right?
How about I'm a ham guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get his ham. So.
Yeah, pork skinny.
I'm not a turkey guy.
Yeah, no.
Too dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the way you're prepared.
Yeah.
Well, it could be me. It's not like my wife. Maybe it's you. Odds are you're right.
Yeah.
Let's get to our PSSP this morning. Loved.
Yes.
What he's ready?
Okay.
Want a suggestion? This
Yes.
is mine.
Okay.
Elizabeth Banks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tina Hendricks from Mad Men.
Oh.
Like the red
Oh.
hair, and she
Interesting.
seems kind of like retro and 60s. And Jane, what about
always good
Elroy?
talents. You
Who
could
could
be
be
casting
Elroy?
director.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about being casting director.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
JBH is
He's not going to be a Thanksgiving chef,
No.
apparently, so he's looking.
JBH is standing there. The guys are ready. Feels like a good time to check in from the forecast.
Yeah, luckily we have pretty quiet weather across the country today, except for that heavier rain moving into northeastern North Dakota, northwestern Minnesota. This is going to continue to move up into Canada, although the cold front with this system will continue to move east over the next several days, and especially as we get to the end of the week into Saturday, we are looking for some of those thunderstorms to move through the Midwest, producing some heavy rain, perhaps some large hail and damaging winds. But as we go through the day today, enjoy the sunshine across the eastern half of the country. We are looking for highs in the 70s, 80s, even some 90s. The farther south you go, we could break some records today. 40s and 50s, though, through New England into the Northeast, a little breezy, too. That'll make it feel colder. And then we've got some 30s in the higher elevations out west across the Rockies, where we have had some mountain snow, too. But for the most part, things are pretty quiet. The West Coast nice and dry, too. Sunny and pleasant, highs in the 60s and 70s. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window. And don't forget, you can also find us on Today's Show Radio, Sirius XM Channel 108.
All right, as Mr. Roker would say,
All right.
best time of the morning.
Well, we're going to do it, guys. A big host and musical
I always
act.
love the opening sequence when they say, hosted by
Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go
Music
guess.
by-
Sabrina Carpenter.
It's an honor. She's going to do great at that. Next up, Mariska Hargitay.
It's hard for Savannah to keep her concentration right now.
Yeah. Because Mr. Gear's here?
Yeah.
Of course.
This is
Oh,
right.
look, how he's joining us. Sit down.
Have a seat, Mr.
Hi.
Gear.
Mr. Gear.
Richard Gear's huge fan of pasta.
switch your
the
gear?
keys that really embarrasses me every time I
Yes, it
Let me
does.
sit
Hi.
right in here.
Oh, okay. Hi. You know Dylan?
Yeah, hi there.
Savannah.
This is one
Hi.
of my old
Nice
dear
to meet
friends.
you.
How you doing?
Mr. Gear, how are you?
I'm
Carson.
doing
Sit
great.
down.
Nice
We're
to
doing
see you.
pop star.
Special pop star guest.
We're happy you're here.
Remember when Craig was sweating earlier? We
Yes.
were doing the,
Now Savannah's
Savannah, like,
Here it
it's
comes.
getting hot in here.
here comes the
She's
schwitzing.
leaving. I can't believe this.
Well, I have.
I know. Did you come here for her?
Her hometown.
Yes, that's right.
It's a great document.
Ad for Phoenix.
Yes.
What, you're going to Tucson? Why? Says Richard Gere. Why? Come to-
That is so
come
me,
to Phoenix.
Carson. Tucson's the best. Have you ever been to?
But we have to switch gears.
Oh,
and get back to-
Never happened before.
Thank you.
yes, number
That was going to be the name of the book about the Dalai Lama,
Yeah,
right?
it's your friend.
I'm sorry.
I think that was, but it's a song now, so.
Yeah.
Country guy.
Two guys.
Final called
Encanto?
Dear New York.
Over and over and over again.
You love. So you talk about Bruno.
It's excellent. 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Really been a
Great.
wide-ranging pop star.
Well, this was a good run for you too, Richard.
I don't know.
Called. They're not happy with you.
I would give them every year. I would give them a wonderful trip. When I first started making money.
Yeah. Tucson, the Paris of the West. Yes, makes sense, right?
Only Tucson does. Just ahead. We're gonna have much more with this guy right here. The one.
I'm leaving.
The only.
I've had it.
Richard.
Am I done?
We're gonna talk about his
not done.
legendary career in Hollywood.
Just kidding.
Where else he sent his parents on these trips, and the wisdom.
It's a chilly one out here, isn't it?
There's a guy over there. Are you 90 today?
90.
The cooler weather's making you crave some comfort food. We've got to.
Okay, that was good.
All right, looking ahead to our third hour, we'll be getting crafty with
Back, and today we'll be hanging out with actress Lily Reinhart.
Fun.
Before we do anything else, Dylan Dreyer, how about one more check of the weather, please?
Well, we're all wearing jackets.
It's cold.
No, it
Balls upon
stinks.
us.
The cool air is back in the Northeast. It's gonna. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the third hour of today. I'm Dylan here alongside Chanel and Craig. Good morning. Al is off today. It's Thursday.
Or
Friday Eve. Friday Eve. Yes.
Friday Eve.
Today that sounds extra nice.
It
I
does.
don't know.
Yes, yes, it
Happy
does.
Friday Eve
is
to you.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. We do have a pretty busy show to get to this morning, and we want to start with a big holiday that's just, well, kind of around on the job market.
LinkedIn is out with their top startups of 2025, identifying the young companies that stand out most in growth, talent recruiting, and interest with job seekers. So here with the
back.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is a hot topic. So before we get into your pitch,
It's funny because this first company is a company that Carson Daly turned me on to about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Top 5 startups according to LinkedIn. We'll let you reveal the list, but are we going to start with Perplexity?
We're starting with Perplexity. So
Yeah.
AI-based search
It's-
engine.
it's a-
You're any company to be a banking company, so you can do things like bank accounts, credit cards, debit cards. There's Underdog, which is a daily sports fantasy site and betting site. I don't know if you guys are users of that. Cadence, which if you have chronic health problems, they connect you in real time with your doctors, healthcare providers for tracking.
that is an app.
It is a whole behind-the-scenes service that is basically like giving you this track so you can live at home and still get your treatments and your doctors watching.
What trends or themes are you noticing among these top companies?
There's some great ones. Want to live longer and better and use science to help us do that. So I don't know if you guys are big protein takers, but David Protein, have you heard of them? David Protein, they make these energy bars. It's good for you, mac and cheese.
It's really good.
You're
Yes, I
a
do
user
like
of that? All right.
those, yeah.
So
What's it
it comes with Goodles.
Goodles?
I think it's good. Goodles, I never know how to say it.
Noodles, I don't know, but they're delicious.
So it's like full of protein.
You're sitting at home right now and you're interested in maybe trying to apply or work for one of these startups. Is there anything that would grab their attention or anything
Yes.
they're looking for?
They are looking for Thrives You. So one of my favorite things we do is we ask these companies, what are the questions you ask in the hiring process?
Ooh.
Really interesting. There's one called Care Yaya. Yeah, they're really hard, so be prepared.
Wow. Let's talk about AI. Everyone's talking about AI right now.
Yeah.
You found, or LinkedIn has found, that AI has really been a game changer at some particular startups.
Yeah, so well, first of all, there's AI companies all over this list. People are using AI. Now, what's real interesting, though, is what's going on behind the scenes, which is these companies all use AI to speed up all of their processes and to do more with less. So core or hire outside agencies. What that means is a lot more startups. We expect for there to be way more AI startups that are based on AI or that are just using AI for 1 or 2 people to launch really big new things.
You almost have to jump into the pool. You can't be intimidated by it. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's just,
100%. You gotta use it.
You gotta
Absolutely.
use it.
But it's
All right, coming up this morning, microfarm.
to improve air and water quality, alleviate heat, attract wildlife as well. But a trending design shows it doesn't take a lot for those benefits to begin to bloom. Our Emily Arquetta's here with more on the growth of microforest. Is that
Yeah,
right?
microforest.
Do you remember when we went forest bathing? I can't remember where we were.
Oh, in California.
We were in California.
Yes, and we laid there under the trees.
Oh, I do remember.
Yes.
Nature is healing, absolutely.
There's something about healing, and it's peaceful, and you don't have to have a lot of space. So we say yes to that.
And you love the outdoors.
I love the outdoors, even if we're talking 10 by 10 square feet.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Okay, coming up, we are stepping out of the woods with Nick. This morning, we are catching up with the hilarious Nick Offerman. You may know him as...
Thing under his belt, Nick wore a real tool.
Morning. Join us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So it's little woodchucks, but this is stuff that gets everyone off their screen. Adults and kids.
Own damn bread box.
It's interesting. I was thinking when I was preparing for you this morning, I thought, oh my gosh, the love for the craft.
My mom, but yeah, they taught, and Dad taught me to use tools. He built. You don't look for an app.
Hey, man.
You go to the toolbox and see. Control the world around you. And left me time. They discovered that I could use tools, and they said it did. Yeah.
Can we go and
It allowed me to
Let's see
survive.
some of the projects we can make.
All right, let's step over to my laboratory.
So these are some of the examples of things we can actually make.
I love this.
Yeah,
the book.
they're really fun. And
start over here?
Yeah, we're gonna come over. To this table,
we'll
please.
follow you.
If you'll thread
Like I'm
down.
in wood shop again in 7th grade.
Look at
Except
this
now.
stuff. This
Now,
is so cool.
an array of many of the things that we make. There are these tops that are super fun.
Are all these in the book?
Yeah, these are all in the book.
Oh, I love the Pom's Guide to Tools and
Exactly.
Tomfoolery. The book is out now. Nick, we could actually use your handy skills for this one. Our friend Kevin O'Connor's here. He's got some easy, deep...
Welcome back. Well, it's officially sweater weather, which means it's time to prepare our homes for those cooler temperatures, and we brought in just the man for the job.
This guy right here. The indoor pipes now.
Okay, so if you have a broken pipe, you feel the pain. That right there.
It's too soon.
So the best thing that you can do is actually take the pipes that are near outside walls, get some very simple foam insulation, and you'll put those over your pipes. This has actually got a seam in it already
so you could
there.
just- okay.
Do it there.
Insulates them?
Insulates them.
So that doesn't happen.
So
right?
that doesn't happen.
Okay.
But don't leave your elbows exposed. Better off with your
See,
pipes.
Chanel, that's what
I
I could have
know.
done.
Well, should've, and I also just talked to him about this one too.
Yeah, we're
Doors
getting-
open and closing
Yes.
all the time. How do we
So
seal
windows
those
and
up?
doors are a weak spot in the house for air coming in. A couple things with the doors. First thing you want to do is you want to go around the perimeter of the door where the door meets the jamb with some foam weather stripping, up the sides, across the top, and into the canas, as we call them. The
canas?
I was like, I understood that.
But then along the bottom where the door hits the threshold, you've got
Oh, we're showing people, we had some video there too.
yeah, so you can install these very easily. This is vinyl. This is a brush sweep. Fix
Okay.
those to the bottom of the
Just one
door.
more layer.
They hit the threshold and
Yeah.
make a nice seal.
I think it's
Take
great.
that home.
I told him to take it home because you feel a breeze
Yeah,
sometimes on
but you
some
have to, like,
doors.
make sure it's the
and
right
you can save
size
a lot
for
of
your
money
door,
on your bills
With the
by
windows.
doing these things. Yeah.
3 places on an old window you want to think about sealing. Where the casing hits the window or the wall, you can use caulk for that gap, but never on any moving parts.
Okay.
For the meeting rail, which is where the two sash come together, tighten the
Okay.
Call you.
Same thing with weather stripping on the bottom
Okay,
right there.
great.
Also, you say fall is a great time to check those detectors.
So you know how we say when you turn the clocks back, check the batteries or change them? That's a great tip. You can take the batteries out of all of your smoke detectors or during those 10 years. At the end of life, it tells you, we're done. You change the device,
Wow.
the battery.
What is that called?
This is an integrated. There's 2 different types of smoke detectors,
Okay.
but this one's going to be an integrated battery because it doesn't matter where it is for CO2, but it matters
Okay.
for CO, but it matters for smoke. up
Oh,
high.
okay.
And really quickly, great reminder.
In the kitchen, fire extinguishers, you want to prevent fires in the kitchen. One that's either rated for the kitchen or one right there. And then the last thing is grease fires. Don't spray them.
Yeah.
Don't take the pot. Don't run around with it.
Yeah.
Best thing you can do is smother it with a lid, or if you don't have one of those handy, get some cookie sheets.
And congratulations again, 47 seasons. You can catch both This Old House and Ask This Old House on PBS and Roku. Third hour of today, right back after this.
Good. Before we go, we wanted to mention if you have a question about cold
I have
season,
one.
Well, you have to
If
wait.
it's so cold in here, are we all going to get cold?
If you have a question at home related to cold or flu season, our NBC News medical contributor, Dr. Natalie Azar, she's here to help.
Yes. Head to today.com to submit your question. That could be answered live on Monday's Big Fan Fest show.
Right.
Yes.
By the way, tomorrow here on the third hour, we're going to break bread with Tony Shalhoub for the Inside Scoop on his new docu-series.
I love
It's not that bad in here right now, right?
It's nice. Matt Rogers is here.
nice.
Lily Reinhart's here.
Where is he? Where's Matt?
Reinhardt.